Where do you think there is more sugar, in lemon or in strawberries? It seems to any normal person, well, probably strawberries will be sweeter, but in fact, the sugar content in lemon is almost twice as high as in strawberries, but the thing is that we do not notice that lemon is sweet because it contains much more citric acid. It is because of it that we do not feel sugar at all, so if you eat too many lemons, then you may be at risk of obesity. Although, to be honest, I don't think that many will do this. Today you will learn the most interesting and unusual facts about the food that we all eat. So it will be very interesting. Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel, Healthy Lifestyle. On this channel we talk about a healthy lifestyle, proper nutrition, fitness, training, longevity, health, happy life, and about everything that is useful for us and for our family. Well, a little bit about what is not useful or even harmful. Join us and you will definitely learn something new, so watch the video until the end. It will be very interesting, useful and amazing. Write comments, express your opinion, share videos with friends and like. And don't forget to click on the bell so as not to miss useful new items. Thanks. Good luck to you and good health. Fact 1. Do you like sushi? Many of us love sushi and also loves wasabi. What is a real wasabi? A species of perennial herbaceous plants of the genus Eutrema of the cabbage family. The seasoning made from its rhizome is called wasabi. It is used in Japanese cuisine. But the thing is that, most likely, most of us have never eaten real wasabi because what we are served in restaurants or sold in stores is not real wasabi, but it's just horseradish that is added a little mustard dyes and flavors. The thing is that real wasabi is quite difficult and expensive to produce, and even in Japan it is not so easy to find it, and in most cases they also use exactly the same dilution with horseradish. If you happen to be in a restaurant that serves real seasoning, the rhizome will probably be brought along with a grater so that the cook can chop it fresh in front of you. Wasabi begins to lose its taste qualities within 15 minutes after it has been rubbed or cut. The antimicrobial properties of vegetable seasoning explain that it traditionally accompanies sushi. This is a sure way to counteract any possible harmful effects of eating raw fish. Let's move on. Fact 2. Why do we need vitamin C? Where does vitamin C contain the most? In which fruit or vegetables? Ascorbic acid, being a powerful antioxidant, protects the body from bacteria and viruses, has anti-inflammatory, wound healing and anti-allergic effects, strengthens the immune system and enhances the effect of other antioxidants such as selenium and vitamin E. Most likely, when we think about vitamin C, for example, citrus will come to mind, whether it's an orange, lemon, grapefruit, and so on. Yes indeed, citrus fruits contain a lot of vitamin C. But I hasten to disappoint you, lemons and tangerines have only 30 and 40% of vitamin C from 100% of products, but they are not record holders at all, and they are ahead of, for example, bell pepper, because the vitamin C content in bell pepper is 1.5 times more, although bell peppers come in different colors, yellow, green and red. Which of them has the most vitamin C? The most vitamin C is in red bell pepper, so if you have a deficiency of this vitamin, then first of all lean on it. Let's move on. Fact 3. The next fact. We have all heard that during the heat treatment of food, most vitamins and minerals die. And how can this be avoided? To preserve vitamins and minerals, it is necessary to warm up food as short as possible and as little as possible by adding water. That is, it turns out that cooking is no longer suitable? Yes, that's right. The most rational way from the point of view of preserving minerals and vitamins is, oddly enough, a microwave oven. It is with the help of a microwave oven that you will warm up your vegetables, and you will not kill vitamins and minerals. Well, you will certainly kill some part, but with a microwave oven this part will be minimal. Also, when you cook food in the microwave, it is recommended to cover it in order to create a certain greenhouse, and this will allow you to preserve the maximum amount of nutrients. Experts recommend cooking vegetables in the peel so less nutrients will go into the water. The most useful from the point of view of preserving vitamins is steam treatment. There is no need for oil or broth, which means that there is no fat saturation. Products do not heat up above 100 degrees, so water-soluble vitamins and minerals are not lost. This way you will reduce the time the products stay in the frying pan and, as we said above, by reducing the heat treatment time, you will save more useful substances. Let's move on. Fact 4. You've probably heard that there is such a thing as sea salt, and its manufacturers assure that it is healthier and more useful. And then what is the difference between sea salt and ordinary salt? Unlike ordinary table salt, sea salt contains much more minerals, including zinc, potassium and iron. Pay attention to the color. The darker the product, the more useful substances it contains. Sea salt has a coarse grind, and cooks advise adding it at the end of cooking and not in the process, so the taste of the products will manifest itself more strongly. Sea salt is extracted, as you might have guessed, from the sea by evaporation of water. And ordinary salt is extracted from salt mines. Ordinary salt is an important ingredient in the human diet. Without salt, our body will be weak and will not be able to function normally. Salt also helps to control the water level in the body. Sea salt is extracted in the sea, not in underground salt deposits. This is salt that naturally formed at the bottom of the ocean or a large lake. Sea salt is naturally rich in minerals and has a full range of colors. It consists of iron, magnesium, calcium, potassium, and sodium in various proportions. Sea salt also contains traces of iodine, silicon and sulfur, which are important for our health. Let's move on. Fact 5. All varieties of bananas that are sold in the store are clones, literally all over the world. There are more than 1,000 types of banana in the world and they are all clones from the Cavendish variety. This is the kind that does not contain seeds, that's the whole trick. Cavendish bananas are the most common variety of bananas. The length of its fruit varies from 15 to 25 centimeters. The peel is bright yellow with green patches. When overripe, the peel becomes black and the flesh is soft. The banana is at the peak of maturity when the skin is all yellow with a few dark brown spots. Bananas from the Cavendish variety group, which makes up 95% of all bananas sold, are completely devoid of seeds, and therefore they are so convenient to eat. However, the absence of seeds in the fruit means that plants are deprived of the usual method of reproduction through seeds. Thus, the vast majority of bananas sold in the world are clones. Because no one wants to eat a banana containing bones, and therefore scientists have acted as follows. They took this very variety and started producing additional varieties based on it, and there is a certain risk in this. Because if some kind of infection starts attacking bananas, it may at some point destroy all their species on the entire planet Earth. But perhaps it's better not to think about it. Let's move on. Fact 6. The following fact made me even think a little. You eat food that contains red color, I mean any sweets or products containing red color, that is, red dye. If so, then most likely you are eating bugs. Because the red dye is extracted from them. The red dye is natural and is made from special cochineal bugs. And to give a snow-white color, the food additive E171, titanium dioxide, is used. The so-called cochineal beetles are the main raw material for the production of red dyes. Of course, it is not the only one, but it is the most popular. And by the way, many vegetarians even refuse to eat various red candies that contain these dyes because it turns out that in fact it violates vegetarian norms. But nevertheless, I hasten to reassure you, this dye is still harmless and you can eat it. Nothing terrible will happen. Did you know that nutritionists divide foods into 7 groups by color: red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple? Each color has its own useful substances and properties that affect our body in a certain way. The red group includes such products as meat, beef, red fish, for example, salmon, many vegetables, fruits and berries of red color, and even some tea. These products fill us with energy, improve the functioning of the immune and circulatory systems, help with depression, kidney diseases. They are rich in vitamins A, C, D, E, K, PP, B, and contain a large number of trace elements: potassium, magnesium, zinc, iron, etc., among other useful substances of red products, can be called flavonoids, lycopene and phenol. Let's figure it out. Flavonoids fight free radicals and protect the body from the formation of cancer cells. Lycopene normalizes blood composition and cleanses the body, and phenol is a strong antioxidant and an excellent assistant in the fight against depression. Let's move on. Fact 7. But in the Scandinavian countries they really like to eat rotten fish. Although not just rotten fish, but special fish that is specially rotten, and this is their national delicacy. For example, in Iceland such a dish as hakkerl is popular. Hakkerl is nothing but the meat of a harmless Greenland giant shark, rotten to the last muscle cell. In Iceland, this delicacy is included in the mandatory program of festivities for Christmas and New Year. To eat rotten shark meat means to be persistent and strong, like a real Viking. After all, the true Viking has not only iron armor, but also a stomach. Hakkerl is the most specific dish from the Viking cuisine. But for example in Sweden there is such a dish as surströmming. Surströmming is a Swedish dish that is included in the top 10 of the strangest dishes in the world. Not everyone will like this exotic product, its main fans are the Swedes and gourmets themselves. The name surströmming translates from Swedish as fermented, sur, Baltic herring, strömming. Let's move on. Fact 8. What do you think? Which product is stored the longest? In fact, there is one unique product that, according to scientists, can be stored for 3,000 years, and I did not make a reservation at all. The shelf life is 3,000 years, and this product is honey. In fact, even if you buy a jar of honey, it will say the expiration date is not limited. I've thought about it myself, it's not limited, but within reason. It's not limited, but if it stands for 100 years, it's probably not very healthy after all. But according to scientists, real pure undiluted honey can be stored for 3,000 years, it's amazing. A few years ago, modern archaeologists discovered something remarkable in ancient Egyptian tombs, pots with this product from 1,000 years ago, still in perfect condition, not spoiled by time, and not changed by the environment. But you need to observe several storage conditions, and then it will not deteriorate and retain its useful properties. The most important thing is to close the storage container tightly and keep it in a dark, cool place. Suitable for storage: glass jar, a clay pot, wooden barrel. Let's move on. Fact 9. You and I know that milk can be stored for a different amount of time. Some packages are stored for a week, and some are stored for 3 to 4 months. And because of what many believe, that this is due to the addition of additional preservatives. Supposedly if you add more preservatives, then milk will be stored for several months, but in fact this is not the case, and the whole thing is in heating technology. Milk that is stored for more than 100 days is subjected to special heating. Special installations heat it to a temperature above the boiling point, but for a very short period of time, and they are instantly cooled. As a result, all possible bacteria that provoke spoilage of products are killed, and it will stand longer, so it's not all about adding chemical elements. And in heat treatment. What is pasteurization? Most have heard about the pasteurization process, but do not fully understand what it is. 150 years ago, thanks to the French microbiologist Louis Pasteur, the society received not only vaccinations against rabies, cholera and anthrax, but also a way to preserve liquid products, wine, milk, drinks. Under the influence of high temperatures, microorganisms capable of reproduction die in milk, although their spores remain viable and begin to grow again under favorable conditions. Therefore, pasteurized goods are recommended to be stored at low temperatures. The advantage of the process is that it allows you to preserve useful properties and taste qualities. Fact 10. Did you know, they say that coconut milk can be used as a blood substitute. Of course this is not the best way, but in special cases it is in principle possible. And the thing is that coconut milk has an ideal pH content. Thanks to the manganese that coconut milk includes in its composition, the amount of sugar in the blood is normalized, allowing to reduce insulin dependence. The main benefit is that the body gets the opportunity to independently produce the necessary hormone. Coconut milk contains phosphorus, which supports the growing body and the formation of bone tissue. Modern doctors do not recommend using coconut water as an analog of saline. There is an explanation for this. Ingestion of these products with a structure foreign to humans into the blood can lead to anaphylactic shock. In addition, as it turned out, coconut milk is absolutely sterile, and therefore it will not provoke blood poisoning. In general, coconut milk is used by the palm itself as the nutrition of its fruit, although, of course, do not consider this fact as an instruction for action. But it's interesting nonetheless. Friends, write in the comments which of these facts surprised you the most. For example, the fact about honey surprised me the most at the time, and you? Share your opinions, and now it will be very interesting for you to watch my other video about the most interesting facts about harmful food for our body. The video will appear on your screen, as well as the link I left in the description. Be sure to also watch it. If you like the video, then like and subscribe to the channel. And also send the video to friends, they will also be interested. And very soon we will see you on my other video. See you later. Good luck to you and good health.